Hello everyone, and welcome to my Bold and Beautiful Today channel. Luna ambushes Finn as Hope panics at Steffy's Liam confession. As Luna Nozawa ambushes John Finn Finnegan, Hope Logan will become alarmed by Steffy Forrester's Liam Spencer confession, according to the Bold and the Beautiful spoilers preview video for the week of May 5th to 9th. Sheila Sharp, Kimberlyn Brown, who opens BNB's weekly promo with Luna visiting the Cliff home, would encourage her to find Finn and remind him of their relationship. It's true that Luna will corner Finn and tell him how wonderful he is. Luna hopes that Finn would be more open to the idea of dating her after she claims that he would never abandon his own child. Naturally, given what she did to Steffy, Paul Hollis Hollister, and Tom Starr, Finn would remind Luna that's not an option. Finn is unable to give in to what Luna desires and maintain his family since Steffy has prohibited him from developing any form of relationship with Luna. Nevertheless, Luna might not lose up and forecast that Finn will eventually find a way to accept her. Regarding Carter Walton, he will wait for Hope to decide if she is open to getting back together. Carter may soon provide Daphne Rose with updates on Hope's potential decision to try their relationship again. With the woman directly in front of him, Daphne will try to get Carter to move on from Hope by making another love approach. Alternatively, Carter can permanently cut up contact with Daphne and insist on his Hope reunion. Hope will be taken by surprise when Steffy finds her at Brooke Logan's house. As Steffy confesses that this is about Liam, Hope will start to cry since she will be unsure of what Steffy wants to discuss. As Hope presses Steffy for the specifics, she will become a little anxious. Hope should soon be crying with Steffy because it looks like Steffy will defy Liam's wishes and reveal his inoperable brain mass. According to spoilers for the Bold and the Beautiful, Hope is going to get a terrible shock, so keep an eye out for all the drama that is building. Steffy visits Hope to reveal the truth because she is unable to keep Liam's secret. According to Monday, May 5th spoilers for the Bold and the Beautiful, Steffy Forrester, Jacqueline McInnes Wood, will decide to visit Hope Logan, Annika Noel, in order to tell the truth after realizing she can no longer keep Liam Spencer's, Scott Clifton, secret. Hope and Carter Walton are having a crucial conversation at Brooke Logan's house. Carter hopes that Hope's willingness to mend their relationship is demonstrated by the fact that she finally sought out. Although Hope hasn't made any commitments as of yet, it's obvious that Liam's counsel had an impact on her. Hope is unaware of it, but a part of Liam is attempting to ensure that she will be alright once he leaves. Liam is counting on them to work things out and go on together because he genuinely believes Carter could be the right man for Hope. Will Hope tell Carter that she's honestly open to rekindling their romance? Will Hope have time to disclose that decision before Carter interrupts their conversation? In any case, according to BNB spoilers, Steffy will shortly arrive at the door and acknowledge that she needs to speak with Hope about something. Carter may wish for Steffy to alter his mind about Hope's Forrester return and disappear as soon as possible. Steffy just told Tanner Novlan's character John Finn Finnegan that her problems with Hope don't seem so important anymore. Because they both care about Liam, Hope and Steffy have at least one thing in common despite their past issues. When Steffy receives updates on Liam's brain tumor, she knows Hope will be equally as distraught as she is. Steffy understands that Hope should be informed about Liam's health, but Liam doesn't want to be a burden to her when she already has so much going on. Steffy will therefore take matters into her own hands and come to inform Hope about Liam's terminal illness. Hope will instantly become terrified as Steffy breaks down in tears and admits she is there to discuss Liam. According to previews for the Bold and the Beautiful, Steffy might confess Liam's death and tell Hope about the pessimistic forecasts made by his medical staff. Liam's secret, Hope's choice, and Steffy's betrayal. Here are the spoilers for Monday, May 5th's episode of The Bold and the Beautiful. Fans can anticipate a meeting between Steffy Forrester Finnegan and Hope Logan in the upcoming episode. Given that Liam Spencer and Hope have a child together, the brunette is unable to conceal his identity any longer. Now, let's discuss what will happen in the upcoming CBS soap opera episode. I hope Logan makes a decision. Let's begin where the previous episode ended on Friday. As Liam pleaded with Hope to give Carter Walton another chance, fans looked on. Carter might be the one for Hope, Liam added. Fans are aware, though, That Liam merely wants to make sure Hope and Beth Spencer have a reliable someone to rely on while he is away. Read more, discover the events of the most recent B&B episode. Hope consented to see Carter. Hope appeared a little reluctant during the embrace, even though he made a passionate apology and delivered an emotional statement. Thus, we shall observe the outcome of that plot. The secret of Liam Spencer. Liam stated that he didn't want to burden Hope by telling her the truth. But there are other factors to take into account here besides Hope. Due to the housing arrangement, Liam currently spends a lot of time alone with Kelly Spencer, Sophia Paris. But what about Beth? Doesn't he want to spend time with his youngest child and create enduring memories? Steffy and John Finnegan have been asked by Liam to keep this a secret. But now that she is aware of Liam's impending death, Steffy is unable to continue. Despite Steffy's encouragement, her ex-husband was unable to tell Hope the truth on his own. Steffy feels as though she has no other choice as a result. The bombshell of Steffy Forrester Finnegan. According to spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Steffy will make a snap decision. Finn informed Steffy that they simply don't know how long Liam will live with this kind of mass. Steffy doesn't have much time to make a decision because it may be any day. In a sneak peek, Steffy informs Hope that they must speak since it concerns Liam. Hope can tell that something is seriously wrong when Steffy begins to cry. Given the awful circumstances, the women probably come together despite all of their conflict and strife. Sheila Carter-Sharp, Kimberlyn Brown, and Luna Nozawa may also appear in a few moments. It would be typical of Sheila and Luna to attack when Steffy is most at risk. A potential reconciliation is sparked by Hope and Carter's emotional reunion. According to teasers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Carter pays Hope a visit at Brooke's house, confessing his profound guilt and acknowledging that his life is lacking without her. Will Hope follow Liam's forgiveness suggestion and try their relationship again? Bold and Beautiful shocker, Liam hide the terminal secret as Hope and Carter's emotional reunion sparks reconciliation. A possible reconciliation is brought by Hope and the Carters' emotional meeting. Fans of the show finally got to see Hope Logan and Carter Walton together after weeks of heartache and separation in the May 2nd episode of The Bold and the Beautiful. And believe me when I say that even seasoned viewers had to grab tissues due to the emotional strain between these two. Hope agreed to see Carter at Brooke Logan's house after receiving some surprising advice from her ex-husband Liam Spencer. Their heartbreaking talk focused on their complex past and potential future. You could use a knife to break the tension when Carter showed there. Carter didn't mince words when he expressed his sincere sorrow for not standing up for Hope more vigorously during their corporate disagreement at Forrester Creations. He acknowledged that without her, his life felt utterly empty at a moment that practically made me gasp. Talk about risking everything. Carter told her, "I miss you, Hope," with such unadulterated passion that I swear I could feel it through my screen. "And I still think we have a future." Liam disclosed his stunning motivation. What further complicates this situation? Liam Spencer's unexpected plea for Hope to pardon Carter. Hope's decision to meet with Carter was obviously influenced by some insightful counsel Liam gave her earlier in the episode regarding forgiveness. Liam informed Hope that it was resentment. Life is impossible. Additionally, it's odd that when you forgive someone, you're also mending yourself. Hope is unaware of the shocking fact that Liam's counsel originates from a painful place. He is keeping his deadly illness a secret after receiving a diagnosis of an incurable brain tumor. Hope's happiness isn't the only reason he wants her to get back together with Carter, he also wants to make sure she has someone to love once he leaves. Everything is complicated by the Daphne factor. The mystery surrounding Daphne Rose continues to loom over the entire plot, just when you thought it could be any more twisted. It appears that Katie Logan has discovered some startling details regarding Daphne's actual goals, which may have a big influence on Hope's interpretation of the previous events. According to sources, Daphne may have been conspiring with Steffy Forrester to undermine Hope and Carter's romance from the beginning. If accurate, this discovery might eliminate the final barriers separating our star-crossed lovers. Up next for Carter and Hope? Hope and Carter had a strong embrace as the episode came to a close, indicating that she is at least amenable to a reunion. But after all the suffering she's gone through, is she prepared to let her heart open completely again? There will still be some significant plot twists because Liam's illness will finally be discovered and Katie's knowledge of Daphne is still a mystery. There is no doubt that Hope and Carter's emotional reunion marks a turning point that has the potential to alter everything. Since Rome, their inexplicable chemistry has been simmering, and this encounter could be the catalyst that finally rekindles their passion. Brooke's destiny, Liam's reality check, and Hope's soulmate. Finally, the Friday, May 2nd, 2025, recap of The Bold and the Beautiful is available. Liam Spencer pressures Hope Logan, Annika Noel, to pardon Carter Walton in today's episode. Liam also serves as a kind of reality check for Steffy Forrester Finnegan. Ridge Forrester is reminded of their fate by Brooke Logan in the meantime. The appeal of Liam Spencer. Liam finds Steffy and John Finnegan's decision to allow him stay there to be really awesome. Hope challenges his decision to lead Bill Spencer. Liam simply states that he doesn't want to bother him without providing an explanation for what transpired. Liam brings up the children right away before discussing forgiveness. She should give Carter another chance, Liam says. According to Liam, many underestimate how brief life is. Liam implores Hope to make the most of every moment. She fears being harmed once more. Since it's still an experience, Liam claims it's a gift. According to Liam, Carter is a decent man who will bring her joy. Does he make her happy and want her? Then, he insists, that's all that matters. Simply let those who wish to love you to do so. Finn reiterates that Liam's tumor cannot be removed elsewhere. Steffy claims that her problems with Hope no longer seem significant. Steffy believes that when Hope learns the truth, she will be devastated and devastated. The difficult aspect about Liam's tumor, according to Finn, is that they just do not know how long he will live. Hope deserves to know the truth, according to Steffy. The reality check of Steffy Forrester Finnegan. Liam is by himself at the Shin kitchen table after Hope leaves. He's having trouble opening a medication bottle. When Liam eventually opens it, the pills bounce all over the place. When Steffy enters, she asks what's wrong. Steffy assists Liam in picking up the tablets because he claims to be a klutz. Liam acknowledges that he was unable to be honest with Hope. All he wanted was a day when he could have a normal discussion. He then admits to assisting Hope in her romantic life. Steffy inquires as to why Liam is interested in Hope's romantic life. Since the tumor, he says. Yes, Steffy, you do have a limited amount of time. Liam is aware that Steffy is with Finn, and the two will look after Kelly Spencer, Sophia Parras. However, what about Beth Spencer, Jordan Lynn Ariza, and Hope? After he leaves, Liam believes Carter might be the one to look after Hope and Beth. This is becoming quite depressing, everyone. Carter Walton supports. At Forrester Creations, Brooke can sense that Carter is upset about something. Carter also wishes Hope was present. Carter claims that every day he misses Hope more. He can't get her to answer his calls or messages. Brooke explains that Hope feels abandoned and deceived. Brooke is aware of Carter's affection for Hope. Ridge cuts in. Carter wonders whether he has changed his mind about allowing Hope to return. Without her, things haven't been the same around here, Carter claims. Ridge asserts that Hope must accept responsibility for her mistake. She hasn't even shown regret. Carter's phone interrupts the debate. Hope has texted to let you know that she is prepared to speak. Recalling Bridge. Brooke types as she converses with Ridge after Carter departs to visit Hope. He claims he has no interest in Carter's private affairs. Read it, spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful. Brooke is devastated when Ridge continues to pick Taylor over her. However, Ridge would not allow Hope to return to work there. Hope learned her lesson, according to Brooke. Ridge informs Brooke that Steffy, not him, is ultimately in charge. He, like Brooke, wishes that there may be peace. According to Bridge, the showstopper was enchanted. Ridge concurs that spending time with Brooke is never boring. The blonde expresses optimism. The romance between Brooke and Ridge is depicted in a number of flashbacks. Brooke vows to never give up on their relationship as the camera returns to the present. I hope Logan makes a decision. Carter arrives at Brooke's house to visit Hope. Carter receives her congratulations on the fashion show. Hope was the missing component, according to the COO, and she ought to be at Forrester Creations. Carter expresses regret for disappointing her in so many ways. Carter claims he just finished pleading with Ridge to allow Hope to return. The gesture fills Hope with hope. She acknowledges that Liam made some wise observations. Without her, Carter claims his life is lacking. All these years, he has been looking for hope. Carter responds, "Tell me you want me as much as I want you." Despite their embrace, Hope has yet to respond to him. Liam's depressing reason for matchmaking. According to Friday, May 2's recap of The Bold and the Beautiful, B&B, Liam Spencer, Scott Clifton, had a depressing reason for arranging matches. Here is how Friday's B&B drama unfolded after Hope Logan, Annika Noel, also called Carter Walton, Lawrence St. Victor, to speak. Steffy Forrester recognized at the hospital that her problems with Hope seemed futile now that Liam was near death. Steffy told John Finnegan that Hope deserved to know the truth and acknowledged the importance of Liam to her. Since life was shorter than they had anticipated and time shouldn't be wasted, Liam persuaded Hope to give Carter another opportunity at the Cliff House. Liam commended Carter as someone who could make Hope happy, despite her fear of being harmed again. Before choosing to text Carter back, Hope became upset and made fun of Liam for his efforts to arrange matches. Liam was happy and pondered whether Hope was prepared to let Carter into her heart again, but she was unable to forecast with certainty. Ridge Forrester interrupted Carter and Brooke Logan while they were talking about Hope at Forrester Creations. As a result, Brooke and Carter started arguing for Hope to rejoin the organization once more. Hope should not be held to a higher standard than Carter, in Carter's opinion. Carter questioned whether Hope could return if she apologized to the Forresters when Ridge pointed out that she hadn't done so yet. After pitching a hope for the future revival, Carter received a text from Hope and left to visit her. Ridge was reassured by Brooke that she would never give up on them or their future, and she talked about feeling things change. After dumping his tablets all over the table back at the Cliff House, Liam lost his temper. When Steffy got home, she helped pick them up and soothed Liam. While providing updates on his chat with Hope, Liam acknowledged that he was still digesting his medical condition and couldn't be completely honest about it. Additionally, Liam wanted a casual chat, so he updated Steffy on Hope's romantic life advice. When Liam was away, Steffy would have Finn, but Liam wanted to make sure Hope had someone as well, and he believed Carter could be the one. Hope gave herself a quick makeover in the mirror at Brooke's house before welcoming Carter, who was happy that she had contacted him back. Carter expressed regret for not standing up for Hope more and hoped that his most recent proposal to Ridge would be helpful. Hope talked about her conversation with Liam and her efforts to be forgiving. After some introspection, Hope was also beginning to see that they had handled the Forrester takeover incorrectly. Carter begged Hope to forgive him and give him another chance because he was optimistic that they would still be together in the future. Carter pulled Hope into a hug after pressuring her to admit that she wanted him just as much as he wanted her. It was difficult to read Hope's face over Carter's shoulder, so it was unclear if she really meant to accept him back. But there's little doubting that Hope had a lot to consider after hearing Liam's wise comments. According to teasers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Carter will wait for word on whether a reunion with Hope is feasible, so tune in. The load of the past has the power to either bind us to well-known beaches or compel us to sail into unexplored waters. Hope is fighting a battle between who she was and who she could become as she must choose between Carter's steadfast, unchanging devotion and the turbulent, passionate past she has with Liam. On the one hand, Carter stands for security, a love based on mutual respect, trust, and the hope of a future free from past traumas. He is the man who sees her for who she is now, not for who she was in the past, and he is the quiet after the storm. She takes refuge from the turbulence that has frequently characterized her life in his embrace, and his love is patient and unwavering. But even with the tranquility he provides, a part of her still hums with the memories of Liam, the man who was once her true love and who knew her better than anyone else. Steeled looks, hushed vows, and heartbreaks that go deeper than any of them ever acknowledged are the marks of their history. She is reminded of a love that was both energizing and devastating by Liam, the ghost of the past that won't go away and haunts the silent moments. Hope's internal dilemma involves deciding between two different versions of herself, not just two men. She is the woman who has become stronger and wiser as a result of her mistakes, and she is unwilling to repeat the painful cycles that had characterized her interactions with Carter. He pushes her to improve because his love motivates her to do so, not because he expects her to. In his arms, she can find safety, a future free from past betrayals and the danger of history repeating itself. But when it comes to Liam, she is the girl who gave her heart wholeheartedly and loved without restraint, even if it meant disaster. No matter how much time passes or how many barriers stand in their way, their bond is unquestionable, a flame that will not go out. Because he was present when her scars, worries, and innermost desires developed, Liam is aware of them. She would be severing a piece of herself if she left him completely, acting as though their love was nothing. However, going back to him would mean jeopardizing everything she has worked so hard to achieve and resuming a dance that has only ever left them both hurt. The pressure of external expectations further complicates the choice. Everyone has an opinion, including her friends and family. Some encourage her to embrace Carter's offer of a new beginning and move on from the turmoil of her past. Others mutter that real love is uncommon and that despite its messiness, she and Liam's relationship is worth fighting for. However, Hope is aware that she must make this decision for herself. She must truly embrace the future if she decides to go with Carter, not as a way to get away from Liam. She must also be sure that their love has changed and that they are no longer the same individuals who repeatedly wounded each other if she decides to go with Liam. There is no simple solution or risk-free route. Love is never easy, particularly when one's heart is divided between what was and what might have been. Hope's decision will ultimately determine not only her romantic destiny but also her identity. Will she let the past control how happy she is, or will she bravely start a new chapter free from the scars of the past? Who she is with them, and, more significantly, who she aspires to be, is the answer, not who loves her more. Love is about growth, trust, and having the guts to do what is best for her spirit. It's not only about comfort or passion. One thing is for sure, the decision will alter everything, whether it entails clinging to Carter's dependable affection or having the courage to start over with Liam.